Hey, you guys, hey. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking. I think I'm supposed to be looking down here. So, I'm at home, obviously. Um, I am going to show you the desserts first. And then I'll probably go into the whole walking, inching routine just on one foot. Because it's going to be the same thing on the opposite foot. The dessert or the relaxation techniques in the book are relatively simple, but I'm going to show you a couple more. Like the foot flop is actually in the Ingham method. Is called the back and forth. The ankle flop is called the ankle loosening. Dorsiflexion, plantar flexion are pretty self-explanatory, inversion, eversion, but there are just some that you can add that actually is not there. You know, toe rotations, which you guys should already be familiar with, and then stuff like that. So you can be in a nice comfortable chair like I am. My massage table is opposite me, and I'm going to flip it over. And you get to see Charles's foot, so that's whose foot I'm going to be working on. And what'd you say? Stop it. And then we're just going to be working from there. So without further ado, all right, so first and foremost, you want the foot to be dry. You are not going to be using any oil if you have, or lotion or anything like that. If you have a container of baby powder with cornstarch and you just want to put it on the feet to make sure that the feet are dry, you can definitely do that. So, desserts, here we go. We're going to start off with the foot flop. So essentially you're going to have the palm of your hand right here in the bend on both sides. So it's here, and then the foot is going to be flip-flopping back and forth. Okay? So that is your flip-flop. Okay? The next one is your ankle flop. In the Ingham method, is referred to the ankle loosening. So it's pretty much the same concept up here, except you're going to put both of the palms of your hands right at the ankle so that the foot flops back and forth, like so. Dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, have one hand at the top, one hand at the bottom. Pressing it away from you is dorsiflexion, so it's stretching all this down here in addition to the calf muscle. Bringing it towards you is plantar flexion. Okay, so dorsiflexion, plantar flexion. And it looks like in the book for inversion and eversion is just a modified twisting, because inversion comes in this way, eversion comes out this way. So if that's what they're looking for, but to me, it looks like a modified twist, which I'll show you how I learned it when I did the Ingham method. The twist is for the spine reflex. So it's essentially like you're putting, like you're gripping handlebars, one on top of the other, and then the bottom hand doesn't do anything, but it's the top hand that does the twisting. And then you move towards the toes. because you're twisting all of this. So I start down here. This is, I'm just doing the holding, and then when the opposite hand, I'm doing the twisting. And you could do about 3 or 4 of those. Okay? So, back and forth, ankle loosening, dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, eversion, inversion. Okay, so then there are also some that you already know, like the toe rotations. So you traction, opposite hand supports, traction, rotate 3 clockwise and then counterclockwise, traction and rotate, traction and rotate, traction, rotate, traction and rotate. There's also a whole ankle rotation. So it's where you grab the heel and then with your opposite hand, you are taking it through rotation again, clockwise and counterclockwise. And then there's one called metatarsal kneading. So with one hand is going to be doing the support from the top of the foot, and the other hand is going to come into a fist. So you're essentially going to be pushing into the foot and pulling it back and squeezing it. Can you see that? So push it into dorsiflexion to separate it, pull it into plantar flexion and squeeze it. So I'm doing that slowly so you can see that. And then I'm going to bring it up to a little tempo. So push, push, squeeze, push, squeeze, push, squeeze. That is called metatarsal kneading. And I think I covered all of them as far as the desserts are concerned. So I am going to stop there, and then I'm going to pick it up with the actual walking the feet.